Well, you actually have game though. Like
We'll get these tech issues figured out.
this is true. We will. No, like I've seen.
I am completely unaware of what that game is. I am going to tell you honestly.
I know you are, but I remember going to a networking event with you back in Portland, and I remember we went up, and I'm not going to say her name, but there was a woman that I had a massive, way too big crush on. So much so that, like, in the time that I worked in Portland, she worked in Portland, I don't actually recall if I ever said a single word to this woman in the 5 years that I was working there. And we were in the same room often. But I don't think like the only time that I think I ever heard this woman speak in person was when you and her were talking. That is how nervous that is who I actually am. Like what I've had to be like what I've shown up on camera.
Okay.
No, I have no game. I am not smooth in any way. I remember have like people saying that to me and annoying the crap out of me in Portland, and I'm like, because they're like, yeah, you're like this, you've had this life, you know this, you know how to do this. I'm like, no, I really don't. Then I go talk to one of my friends back in North Dakota, and I told them what people in Portland would say, and I remember him looking at me. He's like, "You're one of the most awkward fucks I've ever met in my life. You are not smooth. You can take anything and make it awkward in half a second." And I just looked at it. I was so happy. I was like, "Thank you. You know me."
I wish I could explain the logic of it, but yeah. But I mean, well, here's the funny thing. I remember that networking event you're talking about because I remember afterwards you coming up to me and saying to me like, "Wow, you're really hitting it off with so and so. Are you gonna like try something there?" And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I haven't been hitting it off with anybody
Yeah,
here."
you did not
Like
notice that at
and you were like,
all.
"No, her over there. This was, there was, yeah." I was completely oblivious. I had no, and yeah, and it was one of those things because it was after the event that you said it to me, and I was like, why didn't anyone tell me what was going on? I wouldn't have left the fucking party so early if I knew that that was going on.
No, but you know what it's like when you're talking to somebody that you're attracted to, and all of a sudden like you got those little like bubbles in your eyes and everything like that. Like just all of those changes, they just kind of like wash over you. That was that woman every like hanging on every word that you said, and I was sitting there just going like, yes, I'm jealous. I'm also fascinated, and also good for you, dude. And also, why aren't you doing anything about this? Like I had my own little emotional
Because
journey
I
that
had
was going on
no
there.
idea.
No, that was one of those things that I was like, you know what?
Because at that moment, I was Ben Stiller at the beginning of the movie. I was, oh, you're interested in what I'm saying? You like well, you need a designated driver? Is that what it is? Sure, yeah. I'm more than happy to drive your car for you. And so
You're
everyone gets
laughing
home
at my
safe.
jokes.
Yeah,
Are you drunk? Are you okay?
I'm okay. Right.
Okay.
Oh, you
All
thought well,
right.
it was funny? I should tell you, I'm not an actual producer. You don't have to laugh at me. It's okay.
No, that was that, and that was no, that was one of those things I'm gonna remember for a while.